Hi guys, welcome to Cloud Tech. In this video, I'm going to solve a problem which was asked in Infosys interview. Okay, the candidate had 2.5 years of experience working as a Java developer, and apart from Java, he was having knowledge about Java 8, Spring Boot, and REST APIs. Okay, when he solved the problem, he was offered a CTC of 8.6 LPA, that is 8,60,000 per annum. Okay, now let me tell you the problem statement. Okay, the problem statement was simple one. He was asked to get the even numbers and odd numbers from the given list using Java 8 features. And he was asked to solve the problem with the two different approaches. And in both approaches, he was asked to use only Java 8 features. Okay, let us consider this is going to be my input list, and I had to find this even numbers and odd numbers from the given list. Okay, so even numbers are the numbers which are divisible by 2. That means if you divide any number by 2 and you get a remainder as a 0, that means that number is going to be an even number. And if you divide any number by 2 and if you get a remainder as a 1, that means your number is going to be odd number. Okay, so that was the problem statement. Now let me write the code and show you how to do this. Okay, so here you can see I have written a class find even and odd numbers using Java 8, and inside that I have written a main method which is going to be starting point for my program execution. Okay, now let me declare a numbers list. So for that, what I'm going to do, I'm going to use list from java.util, and this list is going to store the numbers. So it is going to be of type integer, and I will declare it as a variable nums, and I'll assign the numbers using arrays dot as list. This will create a list of the provided numbers. So this is going to be my input list of these numbers 1 2 3 4 5 6. These are going to be my input numbers and list. Next thing what I need to do, I need to find the even numbers and odd numbers from the given list. So for that, what I will do, I will use stream APIs and a filter function. This is going to be my first approach. So in the first approach, what I'm going to use, I'm going to use filter. Okay, so I'll write nums dot stream function. This stream function will give me a stream for the given list, and then I will use filter to filter the list based on the condition. So first thing, I need to get the even numbers. So to get even numbers, I will write a predicate or a condition. The condition is going to be n mod 2 equal to 0. If I divide any number by 2, and if I get remainder as a 0, that means that list is going to be, or that number is going to be even number, and I'm going to collect all these numbers into a list. To collect all these numbers, I'm going to use collect method, and that method takes a collector. So I'm going to pass the collectors dot to list. So this all numbers will get stored into the list. So what we did, we got the list, and on that list we use stream method that will give us a stream, and then we filter the list with all the even numbers by using filter function. This filter function takes a predicate or a condition, and this was the condition to get the even numbers, and then we collected all these numbers using collect method into a list. Okay, so this is going to be my list of integer, and this list is going to be even numbers. Okay, same way I'm going to use stream and filter to get the odd numbers. So here again I'm going to make use of list, and I'm going to use a variable odd numbers to store all the odd numbers. So here again I'm going to get a stream out of the list by using sim function, and then I'm going to use filter method to filter all the numbers which are odd numbers. So n mod 2 is equal to 1. If I divide a number by 2 and get a remainder as 1, that means that number is going to be odd number, and I need to collect all these odd numbers into a list. For that, I'm going to use collect method, and this collect method takes a parameter which is of type collectors dot to list. So this will give me all the odd numbers from the given list. Okay, now let me print these numbers and show you how it works. So even numbers is going to be even numbers. Same way, I'm going to copy it and print the odd numbers. Okay, so here it is going to be odd numbers. Okay, this is going to be our first approach. Now let me run this program and show you the output. Okay, so here you can see we are getting the expected output. Even numbers as 2, 4, 6, and odd numbers as 1, 3, 5. So this is the first approach. Now let me show you the other approach by which we can get the even numbers and odd numbers from the list. And this time I'm not going to use filter. I'm going to use the stream APIs, but I'm not going to use the filter. Okay, so let me comment out this code and write the another code by which we will get the even and odd numbers list. So here what I'm going to do, I'm going to get a string out of the list. So for that I'm going to use stream method, and then I'm going to use collect method. Okay, this collect method takes a parameter which is of type collectors. Okay, so this collectors provides a method which will allow us to get the even and odd numbers, or which will allow you to separate out or partition the list. So the method name is partitioning by, and this partitioning by method takes a parameter which is going to be predicate or the condition, which is going to be similar to this one, which is we used inside the filter. So this predicate is going to be check whether the given number is even number or odd number. So here we are checking whether the given number is even number or not. So if you divide a number by 2 and get a remainder as a 0, that means that number is going to be even number. Okay, and this part is collectors.partitioning by method returns a map, okay, of type boolean and a list. Okay, so this boolean value is going to be the key in that map, and list is going to be all the values which satisfy this condition. Okay, so the key is going to be true, and all the values which satisfy this condition are going to be even numbers. If the key this condition is not satisfied, or this expression evaluates to false, then all such numbers will be stored against a key which is going to be false. Okay, so now let me write the return type, which is going to be map. Okay, and this map is available inside java.util, and this is going to be of type boolean, and the value is going to be a list of all the numbers. So I'm going to make it as a integer, and I'll call it as a result map. Okay, now we got the result map. What we did, we had a list of numbers, and from that list we obtained, or we got a string by using string function, and then we used a collect method to collect the result set. But that collect method accepts a parameter, and we provided parameter as a collectors.partitioning by method. So this collector by partitioning method, collectors.partitioning by method, takes a condition, and that condition, if that condition evaluates to true, then all the values will be stored into a list, and that list will be stored against a key which is going to be true. And if this condition evaluates to false, then all the values will be collected into a list, and that list is going to be stored against a key which is going to be false. Okay, now we got the result map. We need to get the numbers which are even numbers, and those numbers are stored against a key which is true. To get that list, what we can do, we can simply use a method which is available in map. So this result map.get method will return the value against the specified key. So this key is going to be true for even numbers. Okay, because all the even numbers will satisfy this condition, and if this condition evaluates to true, that means you are going to get a list, or that numbers will be stored inside the list, and that list will be available against a boolean value which is true. So this is going to be my even numbers. So what I will do, I will copy this and I will store the result as even numbers. Same way, I'm going to use odd numbers and I will get all the odd numbers against the false value. So it is going to be result map dot get, and this is going to be false. So this, for false key, all the odd numbers will be stored as a list, because if this condition evaluates to false, that means that all numbers will be collected into a list, and that list will be stored against a value or against a key which is going to be false. Now we got the even numbers and odd numbers by this collectors dot partitioning by method. And now let me print both even numbers and odd numbers. So again, I will copy paste the above sentence. I will remove the comments and show you the output. Okay, now let me run this code and show you what we are getting as output. So if you see, we are getting even numbers as 2, 4, 6, and odd numbers as 1, 3, 5, which is the expected output. Okay guys, so that's from this video. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe. Thank you. Bye bye.